The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Well, a very good afternoon, everyone, and thanks so much for joining us today. My name is Sandy Elson, and on behalf of the travel professional community and travelprofessionalnews.com, I want to welcome all of you to today's webinar, and thank you for taking time out of your day to join us. Our host today is NYCVP, New York City Vacation Packages. Our speaker is Joel Cohn, NYCVP's Vice President. Joel is a co-founder of the company and has over 40 years experience in retail and wholesale travel. Joel's topic today is There's No Place Like New York City for the Holidays. Please remember that you are all muted, but we welcome your questions. You can type in your questions at any time in the question area you see on the right-hand panel of your screen. When Joel's presentation is over, we'll take as many questions as we can. So I'm going to turn the microphone over to Joel so he can get started. Welcome, Joel.
Well, thank you, Sandy, and welcome everyone for joining us today to learn about New York City vacation packages, and especially for the holidays. I did want to mention about a month ago or so, we took our entire staff into the city for the weekend. We do it twice a year. They can bring their spouse or friend in, and they can enjoy the city. Like your clients are sure to enjoy it. And we'd like to introduce them to some of the new products that we offer, such as a guided tour of St. Patrick's Cathedral. We all did that, a special guided narrated tour, narrated actually on audio by Cardinal Dolan. So that was a wonderful adventure. And we also had opportunities to do other tours, other things that are new. And I did a yoga tour. It was actually a Central Park walking tour with yoga. I'd never done yoga before. This is several of us, including Amanda, who some of you, if you've called our reservation center, you might know the name Amanda, and that's her in the front in the black. So we did this wonderful Central Park walking tour with yoga, and I learned a little bit about appreciating yoga, and it's something that your clients might find interesting as well. It operates Monday through Saturday at 8 o'clock in the morning. It is just, even if you don't do yoga, it's a great tour of Central Park. I wanted to get that little bit in there just to really, just to show you the picture. At any rate, so we want to talk about New York City, and we want to talk about the holidays, and we want to talk about your clients, because I think your clients are going to come back with memories that will last a lifetime. And they're also going to tell their friends all about how you set them up on the perfect New York City trip, while, of course, making money for yourself. The holiday seasons in New York City are an extremely popular time for travelers wanting to experience the Big Apple. So I thought it would be a good time to show you what New York City Vacation Packages has to offer you and your clients. And most of what we're going to talk about today, the events, the tours, the experiences in the city, are available only through you, not through Expedia or Priceline or any other online travel agency. And much of what we're going to talk about are really bucket list experiences. So sit down if you're standing, hold on to your hat if you're wearing one, and buckle up if for some reason you're in your car, because we're going to talk about products that your clients definitely want and can get only from you. But let's get some housekeeping out of the way first. I just wanted to quickly go over some general information about our company and how we can assist for both FIT and group bookings to New York City. A city, by the way, that welcomed 65 million visitors last year, who left behind $45 billion in accommodations, sightseeing, museum admissions, nightlife, transportation, dining, all the things that you're good at selling. Think of the commission potential, because New York City remains one of the top 3 destinations in the United States. So we want to make sure that your clients see everything that they want to see their limited time in the Big Apple. So, and who are we, and how can we help you sell vacation travel to New York? Well, simply put, we're a tour company selling leisure travel to New York City. Just the quickest, easiest, and most affordable way to book your clients' New York City vacation. Nowhere else, just New York City. so we can do things for you and your clients that they can't get on their own. Our vacation packages are all customized to give your travelers exactly what they want, whether they're booking FIT, which is individual travelers, or groups. Our packages are flexible too and can depart any day for any length of stay with as few or as many inclusions as your clients want. And everything that you book for your clients is commissionable, and that includes air and rail, transfers, accommodations, tours and sightseeing, attraction admissions, Broadway shows, sporting events, harbor cruises, museums, dining, and special events like the ones we're going to be talking about today. So if you're definitely interested in giving your clients an incredible New York City experience while making money for yourself, here we go. Now, we work with hotel accommodations that range from 3 to 5-star properties, starting in the hustle and bustle of Times Square and branching out to areas such as Central Park and Chelsea. So we can find accommodations to match whatever type of experience your clients want. And every New York City Vacation Package's hotel inclusive package, even a one-nighter, includes a choice of admissions to the Empire State Building Observatory, the Metropolitan Museum of Art, or the Top of the Rock Observation Deck included in our packages. And that's not all we give your clients. They'll also get bonus admission to their choice of the American Museum of Natural History, the Museum of the City of New York, or a Circle Line Harbor cruise, again, included in all of our packages. And just not for the lead traveler either, but for everyone on the booking. Now, these admissions are worth up over $70 a person, so a family of 4 actually saves over $280 in admissions to sites and attractions that they're going to want to visit. And they get this included when they book their hotel through you, not Expedia or Priceline. And we're going to give them shopping discounts too, to Macy's, Bloomingdale's, Century 21, the shops at Columbus Circle, and coming very soon, the shops in Brookfield Place and the new Empire Outlet stores on Staten Island, and a 24/7 emergency travel assistance number staffed by NYCVP in case of emergencies or problems. Better for your clients? Absolutely. They get these bonus admissions included. Better for you? Well, what do you think? How much commission do you make when your clients book their hotel with Expedia or Priceline? Now, these extras, the bonus admission, shopping discounts, travel assistance, they apply to every hotel inclusive vacation that we provide, even a one-nighter, and pre and post cruise vacations too. As I said, when you book your clients' hotel accommodations with us, they get those bonus features to some of the top sites, but there's so much more that they're going to want to do when they're here. They're going to want to see a Broadway show, of course. And, you know, it's the #1 reason why people come to New York City. And we have tickets to every show on and off Broadway, from long-running favorites like Disney's The Lion King and Aladdin, Chicago, the Blue Man Group, Phantom of the Opera, the Book of Mormon, to some of the newer sensations like Come From Away, this year's hit shows like Tina Turner musical, Beetlejuice, the musical, Oklahoma, Hadestown, which won the Tony Award for Best Musical this year, and many more, including coming soon, well, coming in 2020, in the fall of 2020, The Music Man starring Hugh Jackman. That is going to be an incredible hit next year. And we actually have tickets for a couple of selected shows in the fall of 2020 to see The Music Man again with Hugh Jackman. We can also get hard to get shows like Hamilton, Disney's Frozen, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, parts 1 and 2, and seasonal tickets like the famous Christmas Spectacular at Radio City starring the Rockettes. We can secure tickets to the Metropolitan Opera, the New York City Ballet, the Philharmonic, tickets to sporting events like the Yankees, the Knicks, the Mets, the Nets, and concerts too. Commissionable, of course. And what else is truly important to you and your clients? Most of our Broadway tickets are refundable and changeable if something happens. Try that with Ticketmaster. There might be a small restocking fee or service fee, but if your clients change their dates or need to cancel, their ticket purchase isn't necessarily non-refundable. And that's a great advantage for you when you're trying to make the sale over an online competitor. Now, besides Broadway, your clients also want to eat, and we can prearrange dining and meeting space at top restaurants like Tavern on the Green, Sardi's, and The View. We can offer your clients genuine New York City deli, a real Little Italy restaurant, and local Broadway favorites as well. We highly recommend having prearranged dining included for your clients, especially pre-theater meals. We don't want them to miss out on their Broadway show because they're waiting to get into a restaurant or they have to settle with a slice of pizza on the corner. Our NYCVP personal vacation planners will help with time management when it comes to dining. We'll look for restaurants close to their theaters so they never have to worry about getting to the show on time. We know travel time based on date, time, location, hours, etc. So let us help you make your client's trip seamless and memorable for all the right reasons. And as if I have to say it again, Broadway and dining, of course, are commissionable. So what about all the fun sightseeing and attractions that are in the city? Well, I'm so glad you asked, because we have hundreds of options available for them, from private tours in a comfortable vehicle with their own private tour guide to food tours and walking tours, shopping tours, architectural tours, historic tours, Broadway tours, helicopter tours, bike tours, photo tours. Tours of TV and movie sites. We have admissions to museums and spa services, harbor cruises, landmarks, and we have exclusive parties for your clients during popular New York City events like the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, the Rockefeller Center tree lighting, and New Year's Eve in Times Square. Bucket list items that your clients can't get from anyone else except you. So, speaking of these bucket list items that your clients want, and now for the main reason you all are here or watching this recording later, to find out how your clients can have these magical experiences for the holidays in the Big Apple. You know, I think fall and the winter holiday season is really when New York City shines. It begins, of course, with Thanksgiving and the Macy's Parade. And we know it's on your client's bucket list to see the parade in person. So we have an array of Thanksgiving parade route and area hotels, viewing options, holiday meals, tours, and activities to make sure that they'll have a lifetime experience. So let's talk about this little parade we have on Thanksgiving Day. It's, you know, it seems to have become very popular over the, 80 plus years. So it does attract a huge crowd as it winds its way from the Upper West Side down to Herald Square. And since our hotels are only a block away, or in some cases right on the parade route, it's easy for your clients to be a part of the crowd as they watch the parade. But we do have something special for you to offer them that will truly make their experience one to remember for their lifetime. Because we host 4 exclusive viewing parties to make sure that they see the parade in a special way. We have 2 indoor parties right along the parade route with wide, expansive window views looking out over the balloons, the floats, and the marchers. We also have a VIP party with private curbside standing room viewing in front of the crowds. We even have an indoor party at Columbus Circle with outdoor privileges. These parties all include a full breakfast buffet and can be booked in conjunction with a 3 or 4 night stay in one of our Midtown Manhattan hotels, depending on which party you book. Now, our largest viewing party is at Del Frisco Steakhouse. It's a city block wide restaurant that sits right on the 6th Ave parade route. The indoor view is spectacular, from street level table seating and 2nd floor balcony railing. Everyone has a great view and an amazing time at this event. I hosted it for a couple of years, and it was just so wonderful to see all the happy faces, not just of the kids, but of the adults too. Your clients can relax in climate-controlled comfort at street level or balcony level tables, or they can stand at the expansive indoor balcony railing to watch crowd favorites like Garfield, Ronald McDonald, Snoopy, Shrek, or Spider-Man as they wend their way down to 2019 parade route. We have TV screens throughout the facility, closed circuit video and photos from the photography staff, a face painter, a balloon artist for the kids, and all the excitement that keeps our guests happy the whole morning. The host hotels for this event, by the way, are the Sheraton New York Times Square Hotel and the Marriott Marquis, 2 wonderful hotels in the city, and they can be booked with a 3-night stay. And including the Del Frisco's viewing party, price starts at $13.16 per person, double occupancy. Now, at the New York Hilton on 6th Avenue, we host a unique outdoor viewing party. Well, we start off with breakfast indoors, and then our guests are escorted to an exclusive viewing area right at curbside in front of the crowds. And, those folks aren't too happy about it, but then again, they didn't book their vacation through you. After the deluxe breakfast buffet in the Hilton starting at 7 a.m., they'll watch the Thanksgiving Day parade from that outdoor viewing area. The New York Hilton is right on the parade route, so make sure to tell them to bring their cameras. Our guests have indoor-outdoor access to get warm, have a cup of coffee or hot chocolate, or use the restrooms during the parade. The viewing party is getting close to selling out for 2019, but it is available with a 4-night stay at the Hilton. The price has just been reduced almost $100 a person. It starts at $19.87 per person, double occupancy, and it is well worth it. What's interesting is if you see the photos on your screen, the picture at the bottom, you see the NYPD, the New York City police officer, was noticing these two young children just gawking at this magnificent float that was coming down, and he just thought it would be cute if they had the chance to get out and really meet the I guess the wooden soldier, whatever it might be. So he picked him up, he took him up over the railing, and he carried him right out there, and it was just so cute. And everybody had, of course, their families had a wonderful experience, and some great pictures. Now, our third party is at the Residence Inn Times Square, again, right on 6th Avenue, where your clients can watch the parade without the crowds and without the weather at this once-in-a-lifetime indoor event overlooking the parade. It starts off with, again, a fabulous breakfast buffet, including carving stations, a omelet station, while they're served mimosas and Bloody Marys, well, the adults are anyway, or a selection of beer, wine, coffee, tea, soda at an open bar. And they have private access to the Residence Inn Times Square's 3rd floor Empire Room, where they'll view the parade at balloon height from indoors through windows facing the 6th Ave parade route. They'll have live video and audio feed of the parade on flat screen monitors to enhance this bucket list event. And this 3rd floor room has really wide windows that wrap around for a great balloon level view of the parade. It's like you can almost reach out and touch the balloons. And we try and pipe in the audio so they can hear the bands as they perform. And in the past, the NYPD has allowed our guests access to the sidewalk in front of the hotel, so they can go outside if they'd like and watch the parade. This package starts at $1,646.50 per person double for a 4-night or longer stay with accommodations at the Residence Inn Times Square. And our 4th viewing party, and our newest one, is on the 7th floor of the Museum of Arts and Design, right at Columbus Circle. Now, when the parade starts, it starts up on 72nd Street, and it comes straight down Central Park West to Columbus Circle. And actually, our view of Central Park West is almost uninhibited. So you can see, your guests can see directly up Central Park West and watch as that parade comes right down toward us. And again, in the past, the NYPD has allowed our guests access in front of the museum so they can go outside if they like. Rates for this product, including 3 nights at either the Sheraton New York Times Square or the Marriott Marquis, starts at just $1,356 per person, double occupancy. And for those who just want to see the parade on their own, some of your clients just, let's go to New York, let's fight for a place on the street. But we can make it even better. We can enhance that because we have a special breakfast in a restaurant just a half a block from the parade. We call it our Stay Warm event, and guests can enjoy a breakfast buffet at 8 a.m. They can use the facility as their home base for the entire length of the parade, where they can relax, unwind, have a bite to eat or a warm beverage. They can use the restroom facilities. They can escape unkind weather throughout the morning. Now, they can't view the parade from the restaurant, but they're only a half block away. And from only $65 per person, this is really well worth it. Of course, there's a lot more going on than just the parade, but to get your clients excited about watching the most famous parade in the world, we can take them uptown on Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, to see where the parade takes shape, where the giant balloons are inflated, naturally called the balloon inflation area. This tour is really popular because we get your clients into the parade staging area before the massive crowds arrive. They'll have the chance to see these gigantic balloons like Snoopy or SpongeBob, even Santa, get inflated, and they'll be free to take photos before the area fills up after 3 p.m. The balloon inflation area has become a very popular tradition among tourists and locals alike, and it's not unusual to see a line an hour or more long to get into the area later in the afternoon and early evening. Now, what's Thanksgiving without a turkey dinner? Well, we've got that carved up for you too. You can book your clients to our dinner and all the trimmings dinner buffet. We have 2 different seatings beginning at 4 p.m. And there's more too for Thanksgiving week. We can book Broadway shows, and as I mentioned earlier, the Christmas Spectacular at Radio City. Commissionable, of course. We also have introduced a special hosted and escorted Thanksgiving week package. It's really designed for the most hands-on, all-inclusive Thanksgiving experience with the added comfort of a tour host to show them the ropes. They'll see Rockefeller Center and the Statue of Liberty. They'll witness the parade, of course. They'll watch the balloons as they come to life at our balloon inflation tour. They'll stay warm while watching the parade in person. They'll eat, drink, even taking a Broadway show and the Radio City Christmas Spectacular. No need to worry about getting turned around in the crowds and chaos. Their tour host will take them there. This 4-night hosted vacation is $18.59 per person double, with accommodations at the Sheraton and many of their meals included. And again, it's close to selling out for this year. Now, the week after Thanksgiving, on Wednesday, December 4 this year, the famous Christmas tree at Rockefeller Center is lit for the first time in front of a nationwide TV audience. And your clients can be special guests at an exclusive cocktail party in the heart of Rockefeller Center, just steps from the tree. It's another bucket list item for your clients. And honestly, I think it's my favorite party of the year. We host the event at a restaurant just steps away from the tree. It's called Brasserie Rollman, and we offer 2 options for the evening. The first is simply admission to the cocktail party. It begins at 7:30, and it includes an open bar and continual hors d'oeuvres passed throughout the evening. This is it is an indoor-outdoor event. And in the past, the weather's been perfect to gather outdoors and mingle with our guests from around the world. And at the specified time, everyone is outside to watch as the tree is lit for the very first time. And then afterwards, DJ plays as folks sing and dance with the spirit of both Christmas and several hours of open bar in them. And every year this event has hosted a proposal. Every year the girl has said yes, by the way, not the same girl. The second option includes the party along with an elegant dinner at Brasserie Roman prior to the party at 5 p.m. Your guests have a choice of filet mignon or salmon along with unlimited wine. It's really the best way to start out what I believe is our single best event of the year. For the party and the pre-event dinner, we provide guests with NYPD approved credentials so guests can get through the Rockefeller Center area. Because as you can imagine, the streets are very crowded and tightly controlled, but our credentials work like magic. The price for the party starts at $4.99, and with dinner included, the price is from $6.59. And don't forget about other seasonal activities during the holidays in New York City, because there's lots more I can tell you about the holiday season. We have our Christmas market shopping tour operating select dates from mid-November through December. The motor coach tour visits 3 or 4 of the city's holiday markets and fairs, and guests can store their purchases in the vehicles so they don't have to carry, or in New York terms, schlep them all day, and it only costs $69 per adult and $49 per child. And then we run nightly tours between Thanksgiving and December 30th, visiting the holiday lights in the city, the department store windows like Macy's and Bloomie's, huge Christmas trees at Lincoln Center and Rock Center. It's a deluxe motor coach tour that sells out almost every night at $59 a person. And as we discussed earlier, when talking about Broadway, we can also secure tickets to the Christmas Spectacular at Radio City starring the Rockettes. Your clients can join the NYC Rockettes, Santa Claus, and the Toy Soldiers for a celebration about 80 years in the making. This Radio City event is truly spectacular, and again, a bucket list item for many of your clients. New Year's Eve. Did someone ask about New Year's Eve? Well, guess what? We have a party. Now, if you don't know what New Year's Eve is like in Times Square, imagine being jam-packed in an elevator for 8 hours. No seats, no bathrooms, no way to get out. That's what it's like on the streets of Times Square. Over 1 million people are jammed into corrals for hours and hours from 42nd Street up to 59th Street on Broadway and 7th Avenue. There are no facilities, no food, no way to leave and come back. So if you wonder why everyone looks so happy on TV when the ball drops at midnight, it's because now they're free to go to the bathroom. But you know, we do want your clients to see the famous ball drop, but I'm sure you and us, we don't want to subject them to that torture. So we have a party. It's high above all the madness of over 1 million people lining the streets. Our party is 22 and 23 stories high, right at ball level, with a view of the Times Square ball drop and the Central Park fireworks. The party starts at 8 p.m. and it includes an open bar for the evening, a buffet dinner, a DJ for dancing, a roving magician, and lots of fun for adults and kids too. The event has also been the scene for several marriage proposals. Again, we provide your guests with NYPD approved credentials so they can get into the Times Square area without any hassles and get to our event. We do work closely with the Police Department's Special Events Division to make sure the street patrolmen are aware of our events and the credentials our guests will be carrying. The price for the party, by the way, starts at $849 when you book hotel accommodations with us, and it's quite a bargain considering similar events in Times Square are easily twice the price. The party is also available for purchase for those who don't need our accommodations. And of course, either way, it's commissionable. And our host hotel is the Sheraton New York Times Square, right across the street from our party venue, where we have a large block of rooms at incredibly reasonable prices. Now, I know some of your clients are already thinking about next year, and yes, we have our July 4 events ready for you to book. I'll start off, we start off with a barbecue overlooking Broadway, followed by a motor coach sightseeing tour of Manhattan, and then we take your clients to the pier where they board the World Yacht Duchess for a premium NYC dinner cruise. They'll enjoy a delicious dinner buffet, open bar, live DJ, and of course, amazing views of the Macy's Fireworks Spectacular. It truly is a special day and night. Your clients start July 4th with an old-fashioned family picnic done in a New York way on an outdoor terrace, like I said, high above Broadway in Times Square at the Novotel. We call it our barbecue over Broadway, and it includes typical holiday cookout of burgers and dogs, complete with all the fixings, steak and ribs with salads and dessert. The food is really fantastic and a great way for your clients to start the full day of activities. And then after the buffet, your clients go on a scenic and historic sightseeing motor coach tour of Manhattan. They get to see some of the iconic landmarks in the Big Apple. And of course, it's escorted and narrated by our professional and licensed New York City tour guides. The tour ends at the pier for the buffet dinner cruise above the World Yacht Duchess. And what's great about this portion of the day is that it gives your clients amazing daytime skyline views of Manhattan and Lower Manhattan from the water. On board before the fireworks start, they'll get another great meal as they feast on a fantastic private dinner to once again fill their stomachs so that they can enjoy the open bar while they wait for the fireworks and enjoy all that the World Yacht Duchess provides, all while still getting amazing views of Manhattan from the water. And then around 9 p.m., your clients will get to see the Macy's July 4th Spectacular as it begins. It really truly is one of the greatest fireworks that is offered in America. It's really a fantastic sight to see, an amazing and memorable experience for your clients. Once the fireworks are done, we head back to the pier, and along the way, get amazing nighttime views of the Manhattan skyline, and maybe enjoy some dancing and the rest of the open bar. And when they get back to the pier, the motor coaches are waiting to take them back to Midtown. It really is a fully escorted day of fun and memories that they'll always be able to say you helped them provide. There is no better marketing than word of mouth from returning happy clients. Well, talk about a lot of fun for your clients, all while making you commission on these great holiday events and activities. So remember, for FITs, for groups, our vacation packages are customized for each client's needs. We do have vacation options for arrival any day of the year for any length of stay, and hotel inclusive packages feature, of course, those amazing bonus admissions. And of course, everything from transportation to accommodations, activities, Broadway dining, special events, everything commissionable to you. So for more information, just remember NYC Trip. It's our phone number, 877-NYC-TRIP, and our web address at nyctrip.com. There's a huge amount of information about NYCVP, about New York City, about hotels, Broadway shows, sightseeing, and our special holiday events. And you can also order our latest brochures, and you can download a copy, in fact, right from our site. Now, Sandy, if anyone has any questions that I didn't cover, I would be happy to try and answer them.
Okay, thanks. That was a fantastic webinar. The slides, the pictures are gorgeous, and the packages you offer are just so exciting and inviting. I think everyone can think of clients who would like to see New York under those wonderful package circumstances. We just have a couple of questions. One of our, you mentioned that everything is commissionable on your whole packages. Is it commissionable as well if our clients don't take the hotel part of the packages?
It is. Some of our packages are not available without hotels. Some of our Thanksgiving parties, for instance, are not available without hotel purchase. But nonetheless, everything is commissionable if you choose not to book a hotel or book hotel on your own, but don't book the hotel through us. We can arrange a lot of the events, a lot of the dining and sightseeing options, and you do get commission, but you don't get as much commission.
Okay, understood. And one of our agents wants to know how we as travel agents can take advantage of these packages.
What a wonderful question. We just happen to have FAM trips, we call them our independent travel agent FAM trips, available for both Thanksgiving time and New Year's Eve in New York with tremendous discounts, with hotel accommodations, activities, and in some cases even admission to some of these great events. So they are available. If you go onto our website at nyctrip.com, and in the far top right, you'll see a search box, and type in travel agent FAM or independent FAM or something like that. You'll come to a page that'll give you all the details. So yeah, we'd love you to come and join us. We had some travel agents last year at our New Year's Eve party that had a blast. So you know, we'd love to see all of you there.
Well, that sounds like a tremendous amount of fun. If our agents on this call think of anything else after the webinar is over, Joel has left up the information for all of you, email and phone number and website. So please do give NYCVP a call and see what kind of wonderful packages you can plan for your clients. Our host today has been NYCVP, New York City Vacation Packages, and our speaker has been NYCVP's Vice President, Joel Cohn. Joel, thanks so much. Again, this was a wonderful webinar.
Well, thank you, Sandy. I appreciate the opportunity, and thank you all, the travel advisors, for listening to me for the past 40 minutes.
And again, if you have any questions, give him a call, and he'll be happy to point you in the right direction. So I want to add my thanks to our travel agents for taking time out of your day to join us today. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Well, we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.